Well, thanks for staying with us here on Sunrise. There is more to ear health than hearing loss. You use your ears every day, so it is no wonder your health can waver from time to time. Ear diseases can especially be worrying because they could lead to pain and discomfort or even serious hearing impairment. So keeping your ears healthy can help protect your hearing. And to help us do just that, we are joined this morning by South Africa's Association of Audiologists representative, Simone Nyken. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. You at home can join in the conversation and ask the doctor any question by calling us on 011-447-1742 or 1620. Now, doctors, I must ask you, when it comes to ear health,
yes.
It's something I think we take for granted at times. You know, where do you start? What are some of the symptoms, some of the signs of a middle ear infection per se?
Okay, so starting with the middle ear infection, it's most common in children, okay? So especially a little child, they can't tell you what's wrong with them. So if you find your child has pain or fever, or they keep tugging on the ear, you know, they're irritable, those are signs of an ear infection, as well as glue coming out of the ear, so we call it gluey ear, or like a fluid coming out the ear, and you would smell it sometimes, so you know that a child has a middle ear infection. And that's a point in time where you need to visit your GP or an audiologist who will perform a test on the child just to confirm that it is a middle ear infection, for example.
If I remember, grommets, what are grommets?
Okay, so grommets are placed into your eardrums, especially for a child who has a recurrent ear infection. So this is an ear infection that keeps coming back, and there's also fluid inside the child's ear. So a grommet is placed inside the eardrum. It's a little small, sort of like a tiny little tube that sits in there. That's just to expel the fluid that's building up at the back of your eardrum, to let it come out, to expel it.
So so you see now, when you say there's fluid, when fluid comes out, it's a worrying sign, but then you put a grommet so that fluid comes out.
Yes.
So how do you differentiate? Because if fluid is supposed to come out, it's not always a worrying thing.
Yes, it's the worrying comes up when there's a buildup of pressure of the fluid behind the eardrum.
Okay. So then you need the grommets.
That's when you need the grommets to expel the fluid coming out of the ear.
So that's generally prevalent in kids?
Yes. I mean, you do find an adult, but it's most prevalent in kiddies.
Okay. So when it comes even to adults, I mean, what are the general cases, or what should people be looking out for in terms of what could affect their hearing loss? Okay,
there's lots of things that can affect your hearing loss. And I think I would like to touch up on a point of a noise-induced hearing loss, because I think that's becoming more common. And we're seeing, as audiologists, younger and younger patients coming in with a noise-induced hearing loss. I mean, rock concerts are so readily available. You have your music festivals every weekend. And also, I mean, everyone has music devices these days. You see 6-, 7-year-olds walking around with headphones on. Okay, listening to music is not a problem. The problem comes in when there's an excessive amount of volume coming in. So just a rule of thumb for everyone out there: if, for example, the person next to you can hear what you are listening to, or, for example, someone has to shout to get your attention while you're listening to music,
there's a problem.
Then you know you're listening to volume at a very, very high level, and that can conclude into a noise-induced hearing loss.
And that's very prevalent these days. And so, like you're saying, so that's an issue, that's a problem, and it can be detrimental to your ear health.
Yes, most definitely. I mean, hearing loss is a very gradual effect, but let's say you're doing this every single day for a period of time, eventually you're going to cause a noise-induced hearing loss to yourself.
Now, in terms of cleaning your ears, I think using an earbud is probably one, you know, it's one of those sensations people really enjoy. But I know it's not always the best thing to do. Well, tell us about keeping your ears clean.
I'm just going to correct you there. I think for audiologists in South Africa and around the world, it's not called an earbud. It's a cotton bud.
A cotton bud.
And no, everyone calls it an earbud, and it's absolutely wrong. You're not meant to stick anything inside your ear. I'll tell you why. You can use the cotton bud to clean the outside of your ear. That's perfectly fine. But you need to have wax in your ear. Wax is good, okay? Wax keeps the dirt out, wax keeps any foreign objects out, okay? And by using your earbud, what you're doing is you're actually pushing the wax further into your ear. All right, and it's getting closer and closer to your eardrum. And if people do this for a period of time, what happens is they're going to cause a buildup of wax, and it's called impacted wax. That's one way impacted wax can form. And when you have an impacted wax in your ear, you actually have a temporary hearing loss. Now, you can imagine a kid going to school with a temporary hearing loss. Even a mild hearing loss is bad. They're going to miss out on cues at school. They're going to miss out on teacher talking. They're going to miss out on, it's a development when they're learning language. You know, they're going to miss out on a lot. So please don't use
And that's the crazy thing, because my kids love it when we're busy with the ears.
It's a nice sensation, yes.
Yeah, so it's frowned upon.
No. So what I would advise is, speak to an audiologist or a healthcare professional to the best way to remove wax, okay? If wax is not a problem, all you can do is, if you have water around your ear when you get out the bath, just take your towel and gently wipe around it. Another thing is, a cost-effective way is using olive oil. So just warm up some olive oil in the microwave before your kid goes to sleep. Put a few drops in and put a cotton wool over the ear. When you wake up in the morning, remove the cotton wool, you'll see that the wax comes out easily. Okay. So no sticking anything in your ear.
We don't want to be sticking things in our ears, okay? That's clear, people. Please, let's stop with the, not earbuds, cotton buds. Okay, just for more information, if people want to find out more about ear health, what they need to do, where can they find you guys?
Okay, so you can go onto our SAAA website, which is www.audiologysa.co.za, or you can speak to Cornell, who's our admin officer. All the details will be on the website, so you can easily find out more information, or if you need to visit an audiologist, we can direct you to someone who you can see.